butterflied roast turkey with easy orange spice rub.
Oh.
So this is our turkey. It's a 10 to 14 pounder. This is really a perfect size for butterflying, which is basically just taking out that breastbone and then splaying it. I like to kind of also leave some of the breast in there when you take the backbone out because it provides some flavor. I said breastbone, I mean the backbone. So the way I brine this is I get into a big old pot of water, some salt, whole black peppercorn, some thyme, sage, and a whole orange just in half. And then I bring it up to temp so everything dissolves. Drop the turkey in there, let it sit for 24 to 48 hours, and then you're gonna take it out, pat it dry, leave it in the refrigerator so the skin can get dry. Butter cubes, they're cold. You're just gonna get underneath the skin as many places as possible and get those butter cubes in there. I like to use salted butter because obviously it's already got the flavor. And then I'm gonna work on the very simple orange spice rub. So the first thing I'm gonna add to it is a little bit of chili powder. You can do ancho chili powder, just, you know, run of the mill. A little bit of hot Hungarian paprika.
There it is.
So that goes in. And then some cumin. And then from an orange, I just took the zest. And then a nice heavy helping of salt. Remember, this is a 10 to 14 pounder. And that salt really also helps bring the moisture out of the skin and give us some crispiness. All right, and then just mix it up. Now, when you make this rub, I'm gonna reserve a little bit here that's gonna go into our glaze and flavor up the glaze, but the rest of it, it's ready to go for you. How you doing with the butter?
We're doing good. My distribution is pretty darn good. I like to keep it more on the apex of the breast so it's gonna melt down rather than wasting it, because it's gonna drop out then.
Exactly.
So I really like to get it all up in the business.
I agree. So then, just gonna hook you up with some olive oil, and then, if you don't mind, rubbing it. I'm just gonna put it over here and then just rub like crazy,
Go in there,
dude.
Jeff, come on.
Go crazy. Really quick for the glaze, which is gonna happen about 30 minutes after we get this bird into the oven. And I've got the oven preheated at 400 degrees, and I'm gonna drop it down to 350 as soon as we put the turkey into it. But this is a 3-ingredient glaze. This is honey, orange juice, and then the other ingredient would be the spice rub here that we just made. Get it into the roasting
Then
tray.
cook it and carve it.
And throw some water beneath it, okay?
Why stop
400
working?
degrees, okay? And then, Jeff, if you don't mind, turning it down to 350 for me. I love how you change the temp on the oven. That's gonna cook for about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go in and start just kind of brushing it with this glaze. And then obviously it's gonna cook until it comes to about, I'd say 155-ish, and then it will get tinted and go up to 165 at that carryover cooking when we tint it. And because it's butterflied, only gonna take about an hour to 2 hours, which is a lot faster if we had the whole bird in there. We are ready.
Oh, man.
Jeff, do you mind closing this? Because it's gonna be heavy.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
I got you, Sonny. Holy smokes.
Look at this.
Now you're talking.
Baby.
Hello.
Look at that. I got the bones off of the one breast over there, and then sometimes I like to just get in there with my hands.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't really have to like get a knife engaged and then just pull that bone back out of there. That's the best part about butterflying is you get all of this skin. And then you still get the carcass, so you can come through and pick at it later.
I make soup out of this, or you can make
Turkey sandwich, salad with some green beans that you might have left over in that crisper.
I'm gonna
Ready to take
taste
this to the table? Yeah, you gotta taste that. Nice and juicy.
Look at how tender this is.
I mean, it really cuts down your cooking time when you butterfly. Take that backbone out, flatten it. 400 degrees, put it in the oven, pot it down to 350. 30 minutes in, start hitting it with that glaze. An hour or so later and you're done.
That orange is so subtle, I love it.